So off the tip, it's Boston. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Celtics. Irving is out there with lights out. And there's Flash. Then there's Horford. And it's Tatum in at the 3.
And how about the way he squares up on that triple? Tatum is a skilled sniper who plays with confidence. And you look back to that big 3 era in Boston, you know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
That's a pretty smooth release from Kyrie Irving, especially on the deep shot where he can be deadly.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Boston converting.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already, if at all possible. Make someone else beat you.
Tatum dishes the Lamb. The shot by Evans, nobody around. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Good, he hits the jump shot.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts. That was what we call a brain fart. Not sure what was on his mind with that one.
A head scratcher there, and you wonder now, how much control really does the coach have over this team?
While some are still speculating as to why Kyrie wanted out, the reality is, and it's this case with all great players, he feels like he's good enough to be the man on a team that can contend for a championship. And you might question how he went about it, but he's basically been a pro in his approach, and now he's got the chance. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Evans, the shot's good on the assist by Horford. Evans has got his second bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks. And there is going to be a lot of discussion over Irving's decision to want out for a long time. And what he does the next few may end up defining his legacy. He is all in on himself, and it could pay off huge or fizzle out.
Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, it's all about pace tonight. He said, quite frankly, I don't think they have the speed to keep up with us, so the more we run, the better off we'll be. Power against speed tonight, Kevin. We'll see who wins. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
For Oklahoma City, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 in the field in what's been a very difficult start for them.
This has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And a wide open look for Lamb. Buries the long-range jumper. Lamb's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
It is brutal to try and match up on the perimeter with a team that is this hot.
And here's George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Here's Lamb. Yes, it's Irving picking up the assist. Lamb's got 8 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Westbrook looking for his first basket still in this one.
the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of some defense are more bend and don't break. That being said, Brent, which coaches really push their guys to be aggressive on the defensive end?
I think Brad Stevens does an excellent job because he recognizes the potential in what he has in the backcourt, that he challenges those guys to get out on the perimeter, be as active as possible, getting hands in the passing lane. There's definitely an aggressive style and mentality for the Boston Celtics on that end of the floor.
They've got Paul George, Anthony out there with Steven Adams. And there's Gordon, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And here's Gordon from outside, and the Thunder another three.
He's got just enough separation to let that one fly. So comfortable from long range.
And Gordon over to help. Now here's Tatum. Defense is right there. Evans setting the pick for Tatum. Westbrook with the block.
There's no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
Gordon for three. Sinks the triple. Gordon's got 9 points.
Maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Here's Baines. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Gordon for three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
This OKC team is one of the best in the league when it comes to getting themselves to the free throw line. And a lot of that comes with the sheer force of Russell Westbrook, who draws a ton of fouls. But there's a few other crafty players who can get to work on the inside and find their way to the free throw line.
Launches a three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Three-pointer. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. The Thunder, a strong team, again, points off free throws, Brent. It helps having Keeper, who's also good at drawing fouls.
Well, we see how much a team can have success just stealing easy points from the free throw line. So most teams that are near the top in terms of finding free throw attempts per game find their way into postseason play. The Thunder have set that trend. Westbrook's aggressiveness, Cantor on the inside, and Adams playing aggressive around the rim.
Westbrook against Irving. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Al Horford. He's checked in for Aaron Baines. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Horford has a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
While it's easy to think of Horford as a true banger down low, he continues to show us that he can drain the 3 ball.
Gordon for 3. Got it. He's got 8 or 9 from the floor.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Celtics leading by 19. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Tatum's shot is off.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Shot from the wing. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Anthony. 26 points for the leader.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Stolen by Gordon. Jumps up. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Again, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment. And Lamb kicks to Evans. There's the feed to Lamb. Bangs home the trifecta. Lamb's got 19 points.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spot.
And so it's Boston with an 8. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the curtain.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Things were going Boston's way from the beginning. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. They go, and that will wrap.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hand. They're trailing by 18.
You know, so many people were surprised at the Kyrie Irving trade, but throughout the decades, Boston's been unafraid. They moved up to number 2 to draft the great Bill Russell, moving back to number 3 to draft McHale. At Parrish, assembling the Big 3-4 championship, and dismantling that Big 3 for all those unprotected picks. This is an organization that stops at nothing to try and win titles.
On the court for the Celtics. Tatum out there with Evans. Then there's lights out. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Horford in the center position.
They can get us a lot of 3-pointers here.
Celtics lead by 15.
And, you know, thinking about Kyrie's legacy here in Boston, this is a town that cares only about championships. That's how his contribution is going to be measured. And only time will tell if he can walk in the shoes of the greatest players to ever put on a Celtics uniform.
Horford with the screen on Adams. And it's Evans missing.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. You could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, right?
And for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and it's hard to add a player so skilled as Melo, but practically nothing.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lamb passes to Irving. Now here's Tatum, defended by George. Horford sets a screen for Tatum, and it's Evans in the corner. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Evans has got 9.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
In the corner, George with it. And Oklahoma City with the triple.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Boston leading by. Irving kicks to Lamb. Now here's Tatum. D right on him. Evans, a screen on George. Tatum dishes to Evans. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Evans has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? He does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open look.
Wasted no time on that one.
12 straight points on pointers, and the D is shell shock.
Frank, so many heady players, tough players, eventually become coaches. We see it time and again. What kind of situation would it take, for instance, for you to get involved with that, either on the floor, on the bench, or in the front office?
Now, Kevin, I'm so thankful for my local YMCA because I've coached the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams for the last few years. I'm not getting paid for it, but I think I'm learning more there than with the league.
But you enjoy it.
I do enjoy it, and Kevin, I think basketball's been such a big part of my life that at some point I will love the opportunity to be involved with one of the 30 teams in the league at some point.
gets the bucket.
The point guard that has floor awareness has the advantage. This time it's Kyrie Irving.
Irving. Gordon kicks to left. And the Thunder another three. Stolen by Gordon. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Outside Westbrook takes the three. And the Thunder another three.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Irving against Gordon. They set the pick. Here's Lamb. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 24 points for Lamb.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and beat him. Why not? He's on it right now.
And here's Boston from the arc.
And what a turnaround from the first half. It's incredible here in the second half.
Irving kicks to Tatum. Evans passes to Irving. Here's Tatum. And we're counted at it home, but it's offline. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Celtics leading by 7. Anthony out there with Steven Adams. And there's Gordon. Then it's Paul George. And it's Westbrook in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter team and the communication severely lacking there. This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
There's a screen. Poked away. Stolen by Gordon. Outside Westbrook. Fires from the wing. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around.
Here's Lamb. The basketball. This is from him. Lamb's got 27 points.
And every move. He makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending.
Drains the 3-pointer. 34 points for the Waiter.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to build this team to victory.
Irving with a clean look, and the Celtics hit again.
This is the kind of thing where Kyrie is scoring efficiently, focusing on taking good quality shots in this one.
There's Gordon with the three.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
He's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Three-pointers right on target. And the Celtics lead by 9.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back play.
A little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Austin's gotten the crew from 3-point range here. 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain crash.
Hit by Horford, and he commits the intentional foul. This free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's an 8-point game. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a great start from 3-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Got that one up quick. 43 points for the Waiter.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing. And there's
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one can stop.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
1:39 left in the fourth. And the Butler, another three.
And he's just living top beyond right now. What a weapon to have off with.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those things.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Jackson with 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Right there, I've got to say, right there, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game.
And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And defensively, we have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that can lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
He's the last guy you want to put on the line. He can just about put the points every time he steps up there.
It's like the more that's at stake, the more he rises to the challenge.
Irish for deep. Minutes from 3-point range. Gordon's got 55.
Oh, this is a period where they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3 ball, it's so difficult for the defense to do anything with that.
One is good, and both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
You just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There he is. Oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
That is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Lights out.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And we're directly here, so let's check in with David Aldridge according to the timeline.
Hey, Kevin, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Let me see what it is.
And here's Gordon from outside. Frames it from downtown.
Execution really when it matters most. He really had the height advantage and just got the job done. When he gets past in that situation,
And they go to the intentional foul.
I'm not sure what that was. I mean, talk about brain cramp.
And so it's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Big time bucket there. They got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Eyes your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
I really like when you run plays that have options. Get to either one and take the best shot available.
Up in time. was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to see it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
It's time on the report side as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Carmelo, you have lived in the media spotlight for a long time. How do you put that out of your head when you get on the floor? Great performance, Carmelo. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Good job. Thanks so much.